Hi everyone and welcome to Chummy's Lifestyle. Today I'm going to make another batch of meat pie. Yes, this is Nigerian meat pie and we are going to give it a try once again today. So guys, this is how we go. We are going to give the full recipe today. So we start by the fillings. We are going to prepare the fillings. So we start by first of all the onions. Just add a little bit of oil, like about 2 tablespoons of oil. And this is meat, blended meat. I blended it myself with my blender yesterday and I put it in the freezer. So it's still blocked, but I'm still going to do with it. So we are going to be turning it, doing everything for it to melt. It will finally melt. So this meat, I added the seasoning, thyme and curry to it at this stage. I'm still waiting for it to melt entirely, and this is salt. And at this stage everything is almost dissolved here. So I added nutmeg also to it, and look at the meat is remaining a little piece for all of them to be cooked. So at this stage we are going to add a vegetable to it. So the vegetable I'm going to use is a carrots and Irish potato, so already diced. Same thing I did it yesterday because I wanted to do this meat pie yesterday. It was diced, washed, and put in the freezer. So all you need is just add it to it, and once added, I added water because we have to let it cook so that the carrots and the Irish potato won't be crude. So why is that the pot is there cooking? We are going to mix this is going to help us to keep it moist. So this is just all-purpose for 2 tablespoons. I added water to it, and yes. So once you pour it over this thing, it's going to keep it moist, guys. Remember, the filling is not. You don't need it to be dry. Once it's dry, it won't be nice. So it needs to be moist. So this is my secret. This is what helps me. So once you add it to it, stir it a bit, cook it a bit, and as you can see, it doesn't have to be dry. Your filling doesn't have to be dry. It needs to be juicy, moist. At least the last one I posted, somebody was asking me the secret. So here is the secret. It's just your all-purpose flour, mix in water and pour it over the already cooked this thing, and they cook it for like a minute or two. And guys, it's ready. Look at that. This is what I want. It's moist. It doesn't need to be dry. If it's dry, it's something else. So while that one is ready, we have set it aside for it to, cool down. We are preparing our dough. This is 8 cups of all-purpose flour and a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, and of course we are going to add some nutmeg to it. Let's say half teaspoon of nutmeg, not much. So you turn everything, and we are going to add butter. This is butter. This is about, let's say, I added a little bit to the 1 full sachet of butter. This is about 280 grams. You can use up to 300 or 350 depending on what you have, you understand? So normally I use 1 egg, so this is 2 eggs because the butter I felt is not much as I wanted. So this is 2 eggs, and we are going to add water. So here I added 1 cup of water, 1 cup and just 1 cup, and because that 1 cup wasn't enough, I have to add extra to it. And guys, look at our dough. Your dough doesn't need to be soft, as in too soft. Remember, it's meat pie. So once I've mixed everything, I use a surface, clean surface. I sprinkle this all-purpose flour, and because I needed to work on the floor just a little bit. Don't overdo it. So once you work it to an extent, just set it aside to rest like 5 to 10 minutes. So when we come back after that 5-10 minutes, we are working on it again, but not much. I'm just smoothing it out, and from here you're going to cut it the way you're going to spread it out. You understand? So I'm just going to cut one side that I will spread out. So here you work on your roll with your ruler. Just spread it out. Spread it as flat as you can, but it doesn't need to be very thin, because if it's very thin, it will burst. So you just need to spread it out as an evenly. And with this, I'm just showing you guys how you can make this meat pie with just little things you have at home. You don't need, if you don't have all the equipment, you can still bake your meat pie. So after spreading it out, I use just a plate. This is a plate that I have in my house. I felt it's round and that the size is okay for me, not too big, not too small. So all you need is just make a round circle with it with a knife, as you are seeing. So after this, I'm going to remove the excess, and look at what I have there is 3. about three meat pies that I'm going to make with it. And this is the filling. Remember that minced meat and everything. This is our filling. Remember we set it aside to cool down. Look at that. It's moist. It doesn't need to be dry. So this is it. Just fold it with your hand and seal it. And the meat pie is done. You don't need that cut. If you don't have that cutter, I'm not saying you don't need it, but once you don't have it, you can make do as in with what you have. So this is it. And voila, look at our meat pie. So I've done some, so I needed to show you guys. And after that, we're going to make some egg wash, just beat about 1 or 2 eggs depending on the size, and rub it on top of the meat pie, and that is what we call egg wash. So that's I don't even know exactly what the work is, but it's an egg wash, right? So after that, I use my fork to put a hose on the meat pie, so that the work of this one, I'm very sure, so that it doesn't burst, not just design, though it gives it design, but so that it doesn't burst, so that air will be passing out, you understand? So this is it. And once it's neatly done, we are going to put it in the oven to bake for like 25 to 30 minutes, and voila, it's ready. Our meat pie is ready. Look at that. Look at that. Don't tell me you don't want to eat this meat pie from the screen. So this is how it went down with me. And thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like and share. Bye.